Hey folks, happy Friday. As you can see, I am at a different location right now, but it is time for some festive Friday again. Let's see what we got in chat. Looks like, oh, Eclectic Camel is here. Hey, how's it going? Happy Friday to you. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Yeah, so I am actually traveling at the moment, celebrating a special anniversary with my husband, and so he's going to be my passenger today while we play some One Deck Dungeon on Steam. Had a lot of fun playing this last week. If any of you got to check out the feed from last week, it was a lot of fun. We were so close to defeating the dragon. So I think I'm going to attempt that same scenario, but with different characters this time. I think I'm going to go through and pick some different heroes to play with. But if you're not familiar with One Deck Dungeon, it is a card and dice game. Cards in that each player has abilities that they start out with, and as you dive deeper into the dungeon, you can collect more cards that can be turned into either items, which are more dice in your dice pool, skills, which you can use to accomplish certain objectives in the scenarios, or victory or XP, which helps your team kind of gain more skills and more items as you dive deeper into the dungeon. So, and it's a pretty compact box. It's a great solo game. It could also be played 2-player, or if you want to combine multiple expansions together, you can play up to 4. But it's a great game in that all of the characters are female identified, which is really, really awesome. And I enjoy how they're doing a really good way of focusing on that, but then also different people of color as well in the game. So I wanted to highlight that, and I found it on Steam, and it seemed to have a really good incorporation for the gameplay mechanics and things into a digital platform. So I thought I would tackle that again this time. If any of you have questions while I'm playing through, please feel free to pop them in the chat. This is a little bit different. On Festive Fridays, I'm going to be doing kind of more of the digital side of games. So I will be playing and trying to interact with you all, doing some of those kind of things. So I won't be doing tabletop games. Those are going to be mostly on Wednesdays for happy hour hangouts. I might be doing some on like Board Game Arena or Tabletopia, things like that. So these are kind of the fun side of doing digital gaming. So, all right, I think I've chatted enough here. If any of you want to like let me know how your day is going, or evening, whatever time zone you are in. I'm gonna pull up the One Deck Dungeon game up here. And let's see, so got my options. I'm trying to remember my effects and everything, where they were at before. I think my music was kind of right here. So, and I think I needed to change my audio to be from my microphone so y'all can hear it. Okie doke. I may need to close this out. Yeah, let me try closing this out first, because I think that's what happened last time. I had to restart it when I was changing some audio settings. But it should be all set to go now. A little bit of a pause here. Let's see. There we go. Okie doke. I hear it now, so I'm gonna share it for everyone. My options. Where did my music go? I can hear the clicks. Okay. If anyone wants to let me know in the chat if they can hear the music okay. I've tried to adjust the settings on here so it won't be as loud. So we shall see how it goes. And yeah, let me turn down the music. I remember when I was playing this before, I had my effects really loud and the music kind of loud as well. So let me do that here. But if anyone wants to let me know, like, hey, Jess, this sounds okay, or it doesn't sound okay, feel free to pop that in the chat. Otherwise, I'm going to keep on rolling here. Oh, thanks, Swift JP, for the follow. Welcome. This is One Deck Dungeon. I'm going to be doing a little bit of dungeon crawling here, some dungeon crawl maybe later. Kellyanna wants to help me, but I so, all right. Okay. So next time when I play it, okay, so I've got things like I need to change the settings here. See if that sounds any better, folks. I wonder if I switch microphone, if that does any, and turning this down. We will get this all dialed in, folks. Does this sound any better now? Can you hear me better now? I don't want to have it be so overpowering that you can't hear me when I'm talking through some stuff. Go through. So I've got these two, and I'm going to go through the dragon cave again. I feel like we can defeat it this time. So I'm going to go through this one here. And I'm going to try the archer this time and see who else I want to play. Well, these are all our base game people here. I will try the mage this time. Yeah, they do. All right. So starting archer. The effect sounds like might be still a little bit too high. All right, we are good to go. So again, in this dragon one, each of our characters has their own set of dice. So for our archer, we've got 1, which is a strength die. We've got 2, which is agility, and 1 is magic. So they are pretty spread out. Sounds pretty good for them. They're pretty well balanced. The mage doesn't have any strength dice. They have 1 agility and 3 magic. So they are more of my magic person. And we've got our heroic feats, which is before you get spend 2 time to roll 2 black die, which are heroic dice, which can be used for any sort of objective. Before checking other effects, I must discard 1 of these. Out of the way so That's what she does. And as you can see, it's called Eagle Eye. And down at the bottom right, you can see that they're used for, there's the cross swords, there's the bear trap, and there's the enemy symbol with the skull crossed out. That means that's what type of combat or encounters that this heroic feat can be used on. So the cross swords means a combat encounter. The bear trap means it's a peril encounter. And the skull means, with the crossed out, means it cannot be used on the final boss. So unfortunately, we can't use this on the dragon, but we can use this throughout the game leading up to the dragon beforehand. So, and then the skill that they have with the purple arrows means you can use it at any time. You can increase one of your partner's strength dice by 1. This would be helpful if the mage had some strength dice. So we might need to do that to help build up their dice pool, because what we've learned, if you were watching last time, having more dice is great to have in your dice pool, and also having dice manipulators are great. So these skills and things of that nature are really, really awesome to help defeat the final boss, which in this case is our dragon. So the mage, their heroic feat is a mana charge, which again has the same effects that can be used on combat encounters, peril encounters, but it cannot be used on the final boss, so we cannot use it on the dragon. We can roll our stored dice. We can store a heroic die here when you explore or flee. You may only store 1 die at a time. So exploring or fleeing, what we can do on a turn is we can explore, which means we can have one of 4 doors that are going to be revealed to us that we can enter into. So that's our explore action. So we're going through this dark cave and we're trying to find things to encounter to build up our skills and things like that. So that explore action will take some time. And then if we decide to go into a door and we read the requirements and we think, oh, we can't defeat that minion, then we can flee. So that's what this heroic feat is allowing us to do. So we could get a die for one of those 2 actions. And then the skill that they have, which they can do at any time, again, the purple arrows, means your partner gains either a strength die or an agility die, which is really, really nice. It's just straight up free dice, which is cool. And one thing to point out too is that it's called a power transfer, and there's the cross swords, which means it can only be used in combat encounters. And the same thing here with the archer. Their skill can only be used on combat encounters. And we will see what they look like as you go through to note which encounters are what. I know you'll probably see my picture is probably hiding the time hourglass here. We have certain number of time tokens before we go down, before the next level of the cave is revealed. So currently right now we have spent 7 and we have 36 remaining. Now the reason is because this is the entry level for the dragon. There's a requirement here. It says the Hall of Statues. We must spend 5 time tokens before our first turn on each floor. So every time we descend further down into the cave, we will be spending 5 time tokens. And at the beginning of each turn, whether we explore, which is trying to find more doors, or we encounter a minion or a monster of some kind, that will be 2 time tokens for each turn. So it's not per team, it's per the players. So if we're taking collectively as the archer's turn or the mage's turn, if you are playing this, the physical copy, each player would have their own character to control. So, but because we're doing this collectively as a team, it'll kind of expend each turn that we're taking. So, all right, because we don't have any doors right now to explore, we're just gonna click on the explore action, which will allow us to get those doors. And as you can see here, the mage currently now has a heroic die because we did their heroic feat action. So we currently have a heroic die, which is awesome. As you see, as we are level XP 1 right now, it means that we can carry 1 item and 1 skill. So as we defeat a monster in an encounter, we have the option of looting, which gives us 3 possible choices. Either we gain an item, which is another die into our dice pool, and currently each player can hold one extra die right now, or we can gain a skill, which is what these tan little banners are. Each of us can gain 1 extra skill, or we can gather XP. Now XP is down here on the bottom, these little lanterns. For us to increase to XP level 2, we must have 6 completed lanterns. Right now we only have 3. So another looting could be a possibility of getting more XP. And then we have potions. We start off with 1 standard potion, level 1, which is a potion of healing, which says we can heal 3 damage from a hero at the start of a turn or a round, or 2 damage at any time. This is helpful, I've noticed, if you were watching last time, towards the end of the game, as we are getting more challenging choices and we are going through defeating more challenging monsters and things. So, all right, I've got my partner here. He is gonna choose which door would you like to go through. We've got door 1, door 2, door 3, or door 4.
Let's go.
Okay, we're gonna go through number 3. I'm gonna take a quick hydrate. And we are encountering a bandit here. So for the bandit, his entry is making a heroic die uses 3 dice, not 2. So let me explain what that does. For heroic dice, there are possibilities to gain heroic dice by exchanging 2 values of 2 other dice together. So, for an example, if our heroes rolled 2 3s of any color, there's going to be a little exchange thing over here on the right hand side that we could pop in, and then it will equal 1 black 3. We could do this for any pip value, 2 dice of any pip value. However, the heroic die that will come out from that will be the lower of the 2 values. So if I put in a 2 and a 6 to try to get a heroic die, I would only get a black 2 that would come out of it. So that's kind of interesting to be aware of as well. We can exchange dice to make heroic dice, which again, like I said, is able for folks to use on any encounter. And then again, if you remember from last time, these boxes of objectives that we have to obtain have certain requirements. The yellow boxes mean that yellow dice have to be assigned to them. And because they are squares, only 1 die can be assigned. So I would need a yellow 3 here and then 2 yellow 5s here. For the rectangles, they require sums of dice, and they can be multiple dice. And for these here, for this 8, it has to be pink dice, or it can be used as a black dice as well. Because like I said, the black dice can be used to combo up. And then we've got a pink 3 and a pink 4, which are again, just 1 die face. Before we can enter, it gives us the option of showing us what we can loot. So right now, if we decided to enter this encounter and win against the bandit, we would get 1 blue die, or we would gain a skill, which this skill says you exchange a pink die and then you get to roll 2 yellow die. And it's the backstab action, which only can be used on combat, or we can gain 3 XP. And like I said, right now we need 3 more XP to level up to XP level 2. So this could be good. However, we currently only have 1 yellow die in our collective pool and 3 pink dice. So this seems kind of like a difficult challenge to obtain, because we at least need 3, 4, 5, 7 dice, possibly. We could roll our blue dice and hope for matching numbers to get heroic dice, but it kind of seems a little bit difficult. I don't know. What do you think?
Well, we don't get the blue, right? This is just like roll on the
No, for the combat, we get to roll everything.
How many you get everything?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah,
That's not bad because we also get
true.
potentially
And
two
two,
time to get another black.
that's true. And then we could bring in this other black die as well
Right.
to roll. So I take that back. So collectively, we have 4, 5 possibly if we use this one, 6 with this heroic black dice, 10 dice, and hope that we can get some duplicate numbers to go through.
I mean, it is more expensive to get the dupes.
That is true.
But
I think in this case we flee and try to open up another door. We don't get any penalties right now for fleeing. We can just run away and come back. The door will remain open for us. So I think for right now, oh, and another thing to point out too down here, friends, is the consequences. So if we do not complete all of the objectives of these squares, this is the consequences that our party will obtain. So it's good to kind of be aware of that too. If we do cover some of these squares, that's awesome. We can get these lowered so we won't have to spend as much time or take as many hit points. Currently, both our archer and our mage have 3 hit points for them. So I think let's flee. Let's see what we can see, and then from there. We bravely fled. That's bravely fled. Okay. So that ended our turn because we explored. So we did have to spend more time tokens. I'm going to go diagonally across into room number 2. And we have a locked door. Now this one, friends, is a peril encounter, which means we have one of 2 options in order to defeat it. We can either pick the lock, which has an entry fee of 1 time token, but requires 8 on pink dice, sum of 8 on pink dice. Or we can bash it open, which is a sum of 11 on yellow dice. However, there is a gray section here with a shield. Anytime you see that symbol, this requirement must be fulfilled first before any of these other requirements are fulfilled. So we have to roll a 2, and since it's gray, it can be on any die, on any color die. It does not have to be a certain color on that die. So I feel like this one could be obtained. We can use this heroic feat from the mage, so it will give us an extra black die to be used anywhere. We have 3 pink dice to possibly get an 8 or 10 total, actually, or we have 1 yellow to try to get 11. I feel like the 8 is a little bit more. We possibly looting, we could get a yellow die, which could be good for the mage. We have this skill possibly, which is if you roll a 3 on a blue die, you can exchange it and get a black die to roll instead. That would be only on combat encounters, or we can get 2 XP. So I feel like this one is a little bit better obtained. I feel like we can do this on the pink side, probably having to turn in some time tokens, but I think we can do it.
Good.
So let us enter this one. We are choosing to pick the lock. We're spending it, and then it's asking us, do we want to use one of these heroic feats? I think we're going to use our mage. So we're going to roll the heroic die, and look at that, it's a 6. I don't think we'll need to use the archer right now, because I think we'll do okay trying to get 10 when we currently have 6. So we have 3 dice to try to get 4. 4. So we're going to choose skip heroic feat. And now we've got our dice. So what is the mage roll? We got a 2, and then perfect. All right. So we have to fulfill the the shield first. And then I will put a 6 here. And then the 4 is here. That's okay with more. But now we've obtained everything. We have no consequences, as you can see. And we are going to end the encounter. So now it'll give us the option of what we want to loot. I feel like we should loot the item and give it to the mage. But what do you think?
I think that makes a heck of a lot of sense. Because the power up here.
That is true. That is a good point. So this skill here, you can increase your partner's yellow die by 1. And so currently the mage does not have any. So I will say I agree with you. And give it to the mage. Okay, so that is our turn there. Let's see. We can go back to the bandit, or we can try to open another door.
Door 4? Door?
We will do 4 door. All right, cool. So this is our bear trap. So it has, again, we have to choose one of 2 options here. We can either disarm the bear traps, which costs 6. Again, we have this shield with the 2 that we need to do there, or we can try to run through it. We don't have any stored dice right now, but we can use this heroic feat from the mage to get 1 if we chose. The possible loot that we could get is a magic die, or we can we can gain a potion. This will go into our potions pool, but right now we only have the ability to use 1 of the 2 potions if we decided to grab that potion. This one allows us to roll 3 blue dice, 3 magic dice, or we can gain some XP. What are you thinking? I think we can do this one. I don't know if we can get 11 plus 2, so 13.
Yeah, we would be hard pressed to do that. We would probably have to do the heroic feat of archer in order to even try it.
Yeah.
And that already cost us 2 times, so why not just spend 1 more time
and try to
get easy route instead of using the power?
Okay.
Yeah, it's.
Okay, so we're choosing to go in, huh?
I think we're gonna disarm, right? Maybe.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay, so we're gonna choose to disarm, which will cost 3 times. We only have to roll a 6. I don't know if we want to spend the heroic feat. Probably not.
So we have 3 die.
We will have 3 dice to try to get 8 total.
The odds are in our favor.
Yeah, why not? So we're gonna skip. We're not gonna use the heroic feat and just see what we can get. Okay, so the mage got us 4, so at least this will cover the shield. So we need a 6. Wow. If it was any closer than that. Woo. All right, so first we need to assign to that shield, and then we've got 6 friends. We have disarmed that bear trap. So here's our choices. We can either gain more dice, get another blue die, we can gain a potion, which will allow us to roll 3 magic dice, or some XP. Thoughts?
Ooh. I was thinking the blue die for the archer.
Yeah. But gaining XP is good.
Yeah, getting us up to that black die.
Yeah. Yeah, so as you increase in levels, folks, you get more items and more skills available to you, and then your increased starter pool of heroic dice also adds. So, very nice. The Camel says, yes, I know. We did that by the skin of our teeth.
Good thing.
What are we thinking? Getting more dice? No.
Four.
Yeah. So XP or
XP?
potion?
I would say-
All right, let's do some XP then. Wait, okay, start of our next turn. And let's see what's behind this next pillar. If we can get some good. Ooh, it is a beetle. So this is just a straight combat. We need, again, 3 yellow dice or black die, 3 pink dice or black die, and 1 blue die. We can roll all of our dice. So collectively we have 9 dice total. We can spend 2 to get a black die, which will give us 10 dice total in our pool. Oh no, I did not. And this one, so we would have 11. So the archer would have, yes, so we do have 2 yellow dice. We have 2 yellow dice. So we can do this one here as well. But there are 4 shields here, friends, which means we must assign at least 4 dice at the beginning that have to be 3s, a 4, and a 5. Ooh, yeah. Collected Camel says, yikes, good luck. Yeah. Yeah, so the skills, so the skill that we could get is turning in 3 pink dice to gain just a 6 on a black die, which is not super great. Or we can get a blue die, which again, we were like, it's okay. But if we get the 2 XP, it'll increase our XP level and we can get some more stuff. So, okay. Husband is saying, let's go in.
Battle.
We are gonna go in, friends. Now, do we want to use the archer's power to get a heroic feat die? It will cost us some time, but I feel like we could use it.
We would have 10 dice.
And then 11 use to use it. There. So I say, why not? We'll just kind of increase our odds. But what and this feat does, friends, is we're gonna roll them and then we pick which one to discard. So I'm gonna discard this 1. And so now this black 4 is in our pool, which is awesome because we could assign it to this 4 here if we chose. So, all right, what is the archer? We need some 3s, we need a 5 and a 6. Oh, gosh, okay. Woo-hoo. That's good. Okay, so right now we need to assign these 3s and 4s and 5s. Oh, so we've got this here. So we'll have, which would we like? Probably a yellow, I would say, because it looks like we've got enough on the pinks. We can cover on pinks. Yeah. So yeah, so I would say have them roll a yellow. And we got a 1. That's terrible. Okay. So, but here for this one, I can increase one of my partner's yellow die by 1. And so that 4 now became a 5, which is pretty sweet. So we've got to assign things now, friends. So we have our 5 here for yellow. Got, well, let's just overkill it here. And we'll do the 5 here. And our 3. So now we've got a 3, a 6, and a 4. I can exchange. We can do this black 4 here, right? We can exchange the pink and the blue 4 for blue 6 to get a black 6, which we can assign here. So let's do that. So we'll put in our 2 6s. And because we used a die from each of our characters, it's asking us who will take it, which really doesn't matter in this sense, but we'll just give it to the mage. So now we have the 6 that we can assign. And we need this 3. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take in the blue 5 and the yellow 4, but because they are not the same value, it's going to pop out the lower of the 2. And we will get a black 4, but that is okay because it will complete all of this. And we have survived with a couple of ones in our corner. So we have ended the encounter, no consequences, and now we are looting. I think we're gonna get some XP, increase our XPs. You got so lucky with that black 6. Yes, we did. Holy smokes. I think we should take some XP.
Do it. Level up.
Level up. So now,
Good.
it's true. So now each of us can hold 2 items, 2 extra items, 2 extra skills, and now we have a heroic die to start with in our dice pool encounter. And we have the ability to use 2 potions. Currently, we only have access to this 1 potion, but if we complete more encounters and a potion is available as a loot option, then it will give us something else to change in potions. So do we want to attack this bandit, or do we want to explore some more caves?
One thing for exploring, I mean, you want to explore when you have a lot of empty space, right? To make the most of that action.
Right.
3 is not bad. And if we explore, then the mage gets a black die.
Yes, that's
So
true.
That could help us against
That is very true. So that is a good point, because their heroic feat says you can get a stored die here when we explore or we flee. So let's say we're going to explore. That way the mage will get a heroic die in their pool now. That's the end of that turn, but that's okay, because like the hub said, we are going to have more in our dice pool to attack this bandit.
Yeah.
So what do we say? Are we gonna go in now?
Yeah, I feel good.
Okay. So again, I forgot what our options were, but it's asking us if we want to roll this die or we want to spend. I think we can do both. We can do both if we choose to. I think we should first roll mage's die and see what they get. Ooh, a 2. That's not great.
That isn't great.
So, option, but because it's a combat, we can give the archer another yellow or pink die.
And the 2 can go into the 8.
And
so
the 2 can,
yes,
it's not a lost die. That is very true. So, do we want to use the heroic feat? So we can use all of our dice.
So we get 10 dice if we.
Yeah. 10 or 11 dice, right?
Yeah. 10 dice, no time
Yeah.
expended, or 11 dice.
Yeah. Let's try it with 10. Let's see what happens. We'll try it with 10. And so now it's asking us, because we have a heroic die in our dice pool, who would like to roll it? I will let the archer roll it. See what they get. We need some big numbers here. Okay. Okay, that's not terrible. And again, even though we're rolling our blue die, we can exchange them to give us black dice. So,
That's 2 decent.
and we don't have any shields here, so we don't need to assign things first. We can do whatever we would like. Do we want to increase? We want to increase yellow. Well, let's see. Do we have enough for? It looks like we have enough to cover all the pinks. Have enough to cover all the pinks. So do we want to use this and give the archer a yellow die?
Can we use this at any time? Like, can we start applying some dice and then say, okay, this is what we need?
I think we can. I'm not sure. I mean, let's see. Like, if I did this.
Just to see, yeah. That's covered, and then that's.
Oh yeah, it's still blinking. It's still available.
Okay.
But this is not anymore. So because it just increased, it would just increase it by 1, but we don't need it to be a 6. It has a 5. So, do you want them to use one?
I would say let's put the dice out and see
Okay.
if we need one thing or the other.
Okay.
That's my vote.
Okay. So right here we can do the yellow here. 6 here. We got the pink 3 here. We can use the black 3 here. And then we don't need it. So we have plenty. We covered all of the objectives. We have no consequences, so we are ending our encounter and looting some stuff.
Thanks for doing it that way. It helped me visualize. To try to
Oh
decide.
yeah. So okay, so here's our loot. So we can either get a blue die. It seems like all of these encounters now are like, here, do you want a blue die? Do you want a blue die? Do you want a blue die? Or this skill allows us to exchange a pink to roll 2 yellows.
We've got several pinks to roll a problem.
Not bad. Or we can get 3 XP. And currently to level up to the next is 8.
That's good too.
3 XP. What are we thinking? What are we thinking?
This still seems pretty great because it turns one
into
die
2,
into 2 die.
but it's only on combat.
It's only on combat, and it only gets its yellows. But
Okay.
yellow is something we don't
Okay.
have a
Okay. Who would you want to give it to, though?
I would want to give it to increase the odds of that of the archer's power being like that.
Oh, okay.
And the mage gets to put one to the archer.
True. Good call. All right, so we got some more doors.
Door.
Let us go door number 1. We have shadow now. So if we decide to go in here, it is 10 with pink dice, and it has a shield on it, which means we must do the shields first. We must have a sum of 10 in pinks or blacks. And then we've got 3 blue dice we have to assign and 2 yellow dice we have to assign. And we have an entry requirement, spend a time token for each skill that we use. So either the archers increase or one of these 2 down here for the mage, it will cost us time to use them. But our items we would get increase on hit points and an extra yellow, or this potion, which will change 2 of our non-heroic dice into 6s. That can be used both on combat and peril encounters, or we get 3 XP. This seems pretty good. I feel pretty good about it. So, and our consequences are only 5 and 4, so I think this is good. All right, now it's asking, do we want to? We will get 1 heroic die right now into our dice pool, and so it's asking us if we want to use the archer's feat right now. And if I didn't say this before, friends, you must use your heroic feat before you roll any dice. That's kind of the order of operations if you haven't noticed. So that's why it's asking us right now if we want to. I don't know. Without it? Okay, let's go without. Who would you like to roll our heroic die? I'll let the mage roll. Okay, so we're rolling all our stuff. We have to get a sum of 10 on pinks or this collective black here, which rolled us an 8, which is great. And look, they rolled 3, 4, 5 to cover for all those blue dice. Awesome sauce. Awesome sauce. Oh, but our mage rolled badly. He rolled poorly. However, that is enough. That is enough to cover the pink. So if they bring in another die, it will cost us a time token.
Oh. You have enough? Are we good?
So we have to assign things here. So if I did this, all of our pinks, we have exactly enough. Okay. And we've got 3, 4, 5 here. And then we can assign the 6 here, but we don't have enough here. So the question is, do we want to spend a time token to have the mage roll, or have the archer roll another yellow die?
Is it worth 2 to get a hit? One.
Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna have this one here. Because it's also saying we could use the archer's ability to increase the die by 1, but a 2 is not enough to cover that. So I'd much rather use this. So yes, it says, so we're gonna have them roll a yellow die and hope for the best.
A 1.
They rolled a 1. Is that all? Is that, oh, they get a value? Oh, I totally read that wrong, friends.
Oh.
They gain a value of 1. Not 1 yellow or 1 pink. They gain a value of 1 on those dice. Okay. So yeah, we totally bonked this one.
What if we bring up 2 yellows into a black?
Okay.
To replace one of those pink ones, and then we take the pink one and we give it here to the mage to roll 2 yellows. It would cost 1 more time.
Yeah.
We would use a skill to potentially avoid that hit.
Okay, so we're gonna exchange these 2 yellows here. But were these pinks?
We'll make a black and we'll replace one of those pink ones. So
well, but was it? But which pink did the mage roll? I think it matters. It has to be from their dice pool.
So we would have to like reset everything to know.
Yeah. So let's undo this. Let's remove.
Oh, we can remove things?
So let's remove everything in a scatter. Okay, so there we go. So the archer was the one that had the 2 pink ones. So unfortunately, that wouldn't work for us. So, okay. That's all right. We're only going to take a hit, which is not terrible. It'll still allow us to move some stuff. Oh, it is okay. We are going to end the encounter. We have completed the square with the 3 on it. Now it's asking who wants to take the hit. I'm going to say the archer takes the hit because we rolled terribly. But now we get loot. I mean, this potion is really cool. We can exchange 2 of our blacks to get, or 2 of our non-black.
Right.
Yeah.
No, this is a tough one. This is all good stuff.
Yeah.
Another yellow die and capacity.
Yeah. I kind of like that too. All right, let's do that. I'm going to give it to the mage. And oh. Okay, we are almost done with this first floor, friends. Only have a few more things to go before we descend. So let's try this door.
Ooh.
We got a skeleton, a skeletor, if you will. If any of the boxes are empty, we will spend 2 time tokens there. We have to assign a 2 and a 4 on blue, and we've got some yellows. So what is our loot? We can get an extra yellow die. We can get this potion, which is re-roll all of our 2s, 1s and 2s, and get a black die.
Wow.
Or we can get some XP. This is obtainable. I think we can do this. All right, let's go in. Do we want to spend units to gain another black die? I don't think so. I think we've got enough in our pool right now. So we're gonna skip the archer's heroic feat. But I will let them roll the black die and see if we get. So we need 2s and 4s on those blues. There's a 2. Man, the archer's rolling like crap today. Okay, but we have enough. The 2s and the 4s, we have enough. And we could let them roll another yellow or pink.
Well, remember it's a 1 or they just get a 1.
Right. I keep wanting to say rolling, but it's not. Okay. Or in exchange, because we don't even have a 5. We don't even have a 5 anywhere. Yeah, we don't have very good dice manipulators on this one, unfortunately. So I could exchange my 1 pink die and roll 2 yellows, hoping for some higher stuff. It's worth a shot, because I can't assign this to this pink 4 anywhere.
True.
So, all right, I'm gonna drag this pink die over here. It's gonna give me 2 yellows, and let's get some big numbers here.
Wow.
Wow, so we totally hosed ourselves on this one, friend. So here we go. And we have a 3. So I'm gonna cover it over the pretty things. We are going to lose 7 time.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. There we go, good eye. So we're going to lose 6 time and 2 hit points. Yeah, we rolled terribly. And that's just kind of the way it goes. I don't see any other way we could do this. You? I really don't. Because we have nothing else.
Yeah,
This skill is terrible.
This doesn't give anything.
No. So, okay, we're ending our encounter. We're taking lots of hits. But we get to descend to claim some loot. So, let us, yeah. So, it says the mage is currently at their item limit. So, in this case, we could still take the item, but then exchange for one of the items that we have. Other heroes have more yellow dice. Yes, so other heroes that you can choose to collect a camel at the beginning of this game will have more yellow dice. I believe when I played this last time, the warrior, and the paladin started off with at least 2, I believe, 1 or 2. So they collectively start with 4, and some combination of the yellow, pink, and blue dice. So yeah. I feel like we need more yellow dice, but I also want to get some more XP so we can get more heroic dice and have more skills. The highest level of XP you can get on the heroes collectively as a team is level 4. So, and I know from last time experience at level 4 is awesome because it helps you in that way. So this potion says you can re-roll all your 1s and 2s and then roll black die. These
That's
options.
not bad.
The potion?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because then we get another potion.
Yes. We have the. So we could descend and then just leave this door closed, which is totally fine. I think we should do that. Staying, you take hits. Once you get up to 3 hits, like half hit, 3 fractions of a hit. And then after 3 fractions of a hit, then you take 1 damage for each of you. So. Yeah, so right now the potion's blinking. It's like, hey, let's heal. So I'm gonna heal our archer because they are almost dead. And it took from the mage too. So we are healthy as clams. Now we are descending, so we are on floor 2, which means we have to do 5 time tokens to start this floor. Okay, and then up here it says all peril will require a 6, and then all combat will require a 5 of 6 times. Fun times. We don't have any doors to go in, so we are going to explore, and because we explore, now the mage gets their heroic feat dice, and we're moving on to our next turn. Where would you like to go?
Door number 1. Don't be a donkey.
Let's see what we got. Ooh, what is that? A rune puzzle. Okay, so this is a peril. So we have 2 options. We can either do 6 with blue dice plus a collective, a 6 on another die and a 2 with the shield, or we can try to destroy it, which collectively takes 11, sum of 11, and then 6 and 2. So we could probably destroy it.
So we have 1, 2, 3 yellows and black.
Yeah. Try to get, what is that? 19. But we will also roll another heroic feat. So we would have 3, 4, 5 dice to try to get 19. That's that. Now that I'm talking out loud, that seems terrible because the archer is not rolling very well.
So for 2 time, we only have to get 6 blue.
Yeah.
And we come in with 4 of those.
Yeah. Okay. So then we could get a pink die as a reward, or we can turn in 2 yellow dice to roll a yellow and a black. I mean, that's okay. Or we get 2x, or we get 2 XP. So, all right, let's enter. We're going to decipher. We'll roll the mage die for a big number. There we go. Nicely done, mage. I like the mage now. I mean, I always liked all of these characters, but mage has been great this game.
Rolling her stuff this time.
Okay, I don't think we need to roll.
No.
I don't think we need to do that one, so we're gonna skip the archer. I'm gonna give it to the mage. Because we've been doing better. Oh, but they did not help me with that. Okay, we need a 6. Nope. So we have to assign a 2 over here. But we got the 6 over here, and we collectively have a 6 here. Not even gonna let the archer contribute. I mean,
I got it.
yeah, it's fine. Who's diving in this? All right, so we completed it. Skill or some more dice? I feel like we should get some more dice.
Yeah, and it's weird to say it, but I think the mage would be best served to essentially have the backstab available.
Mm-hmm. Well, you can exchange.
So we would lose.
Yeah.
So maybe not.
So give it to the archer. So they would need to turn into yellow dice.
Well, oh, you're didn't
Yeah. So, I mean, we could give it to the archer. Give the pink die to the archer. Let's do that. I feel like Morgan Freeman should be a narrator for this adventure. Yes.
They didn't know what was behind the door.
They didn't know. All right.
I would love that.
Yeah. Morgan Freeman. He is amazing. 2, 3, or 4.
There must be some kind of geeky person out there that has a voice like Morgan Freeman.
That could narrate, yeah.
That could make a living
narrating these video games. Yeah. Oh, for sure. For sure. A shadow. Okay. So, you said fade. It is fade.
That's where I got fade. Okay.
Spend a time unit for each skill that we use. So again, it's the same thing. But for our loot, we could get pink, or we can exchange a 4 on a magic die to gain a 4 pink and a 4 yellow. Then increase. We would have to roll that on a 4 there. Or we could get some XP. I think we need to increase our XP here. So do you think this is obtainable? It requires 4 exact dice. I feel like we need to do all the things. Use all heroic feats if we can. Let's go. So I'm going to use the archer. So we need some big numbers here. Hey, that's great. Let's discard one of them. And have the mage roll it. Roll them up. Here we go. Come on, big numbers. Okay, not terrible. We need some big ones. Okay, so we need a collective 10 here on pink. So I will let the archer contribute the pink. We've got a green. Got a yellow 3 here, and blue 5. And we've got another 5 here. 4 and 3, and we just need a 5, so I think we're going to exchange these 2. Oh, thank you. Don't need to exchange anything. It's just yellow, and look at that. We did this with ease. Look at all that leftover stuff. Garbage ones. Keepers. Garbage ones. Okay. What are we thinking? The skill or the XP? XP. Quick.
Get some black die.
Get some black die. All right, 2 or 3? 2 or 3?
2.
2. 2 for Tuesday. We have a force wall. Force to be reckoned with.
Oh, keepers.
So this one you can exchange a 6 blue to get 2 yellow 6s.
Crushing. Ooh, get another yellow and increase. Good point.
Oh, that's a lot of XP too.
I know this is shit, but it's a lot to do.
So it's 14, 6 and a 2. So we need 22 with blue dice. So we have 4, 5, possibly 6. To get 22.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Why not? There's a lot of cool stuff. So. We lost our thing. Uh-oh. Please hold. All right, I think we're back. Seems like we just had a little blip going on. Yeah, we might want to switch all of our phones to network. We're just on Wi-Fi. So, okay. Good now. Thanks, Dr. Campbell. All right. So we rolled terribly, but I think we got our 2 here, we got our 6 here. Do we have 14? We do not have 14. We have 12. Do we want to bring over that 6 and just take a hit?
1 hit as opposed to 4 hits.
Yeah, okay. So we're removing all our dice. We have to assign that here. So yeah, I think for the sake of damage, we have to do that and only take 1 hit instead.
Oh, nice sport.
Darn. Darn. All right. Let's see. I'll have the mage take a hit. Okay. So we've got, that's a lot of XP. That's a lot of XP. But we can also give the archer another hit point. Yeah, I'm thinking that. All right. Take the item, get another hit point. Okay. Okay. Last door, we thinking? Or do we want to explore?
First?
Get our thing?
Sword die?
Sure, let's do that. So now they got their stored die. Now we got all the options. What do we think? Door number 3. Ooh, fire elemental. Okay. So this requires a lot of blues. We don't have any with a shield on it, so there's no really requirement to assign dice first. What do we get? So we can get a blue and an extra hit point. We can get 4 XP, which is nice. Or this skill, which is you turn in a pink to exchange any or all of your dice into 4. That's an odd skill.
Yeah.
But we can try it. Definitely try it.
Archery?
Yeah, before we encounter, someone's got to take a hit. Someone's got to take a hit. Okay, do we want to use the heroic feats? We want to use our heroic feats right now. We definitely want to roll this.
Yeah.
So we'll have the mage roll it up. Big number. Ow! Jeepers. I had so much confidence in you, mage. You let me down. Let's do this too. Why not?
Why not?
Try to redeem the mage. Ugh. Yep, we're discarding that. Fine. Can you make it better with your heroic dice? Let's see. Okay, I see a lot of some big numbers. Not a lot, some big numbers. Hey, okay, we might have a chance on this. We might have a chance. Okay.
You want to
So-
that up to a 3
Sure.
or a 5?
Which one? Doesn't matter. Probably the 3.
If we do oh yeah, maybe 3 because then that can be combined.
Yeah, let's do that. Okay. So now we've
So
got.
just to check, because I don't know if this is.
Yeah.
If you put on the black one,
Mhm.
will that work for the black tab?
Let's see. It will. That's a good point. I did not know that. It makes sense because it's a wild. So yeah, that'll make sense.
We have to bring in more yellow.
True. Exchange some stuff.
Yeah.
All right, let's see.
The black one.
Let's roll them up. See if we get. We get a yellow one. Okay. All right, let's start at the top here. So we've got a 3 over here. We've got a 5 over here. And a 6. And a 6. And a 5. Oh, no, let's do the 3. And the 3. Now we need a collective 11.
Oh, we're good.
Okay. Now I'm going to do some exchanging. I'm going to exchange these 2 5s.
We're putting those flames out.
There we go. We are all done with this encounter, folks. Boom! Loop time. So much XP.
So it's like speed.
Okay. Like, that's so much XP. Okay. 1, 2, or 4?
1.
What's behind door number 1? Oh no! There's a pit of spikes. So we've got options. We can either climb around it, which is 8 plus 2 and a 6, or jump over it. 22 total. I feel like we're better to jump.
We would have 4 pink dice and a 5th heroic.
Mm-hmm.
So we'd have 5 dice.
Yeah.
With the possibility if we wanted to spend 2
Yep.
green.
Which will get us closer to descending down into the next floor of the dungeon.
Yeah. Okay.
So, jumping over?
Yeah.
Jump over this.
Climbing
Okay.
around.
Let's exchange some dice. Please roll big numbers.
6.
For the love of Pete. Okay. There we go. And roll.
6.
Come on, 6. Yeah! There, nice. Nice, nice, nice. And 2.
Ooh. Yes.
Okay. Well, crap. We've got the 2 and we've got the 6. We have 14. We have a 4. We have a 9. We have a 12. Oh my gosh, is that efficiency?
That change.
Or what? That's nuts.
That's like our heel is still hanging over the edge of that pit.
Oh my gosh. We're like hanging
toes.
by our fingernails over this pit. Wow. That was insane. Okay. So we either get a skill, we turn in a pink die to get a pink 6, or we can get a yellow die, just a straight yellow die, or some XP. If we gain the XP, we will increase to the next level.
And we are going.
Yeah. So I say take the XP.
Yeah, because that's another black die.
Yeah.
Find another potion.
Yeah. Okay. We are descending.
Yeah.
Descending to the next floor. I think this is the final floor before we go to see the dragon. So here's where we gotta like stock up stuff.
Ooh, did we find dragon skin? Is that what that says?
I guess. So we know we're getting close. It's like snake skin.
Follow the trail.
Oh, look, we are going to explore. So our mage can get their heroic die.
Sweet.
And to increase to level 4, we need 3, 6, 9, 10 XP. 10 XP on this. Okay. You said 1, I'm gonna go 2 this time around. Whoa, who is that? It's a wraith. It's a wraith. A wraith, not a rave.
Oh.
I read that wrong. Okay. So we have yellow.
That looks like an appropriate rave outfit.
Yeah, I would say so. Very flowy.
Mm-hmm. How about blacklight? That looks amazing.
Probably does. Yeah. Get some glow going on. So if we turn in a 3 on a magic die, we can get 2 pinks to roll. That's on combat. Or we can get 3 XP.
Ooh.
There's a lot of dice here. Before the encounter, convert 1 item into XP.
So we're gonna lose.
We're gonna lose something. Okay. Well, that might be all right if we want to kind of get up to going here. We can use our potion. No, I don't think we need to use our potion yet. What do you think? You want to go in? Go in. So it's telling us which 2 we want to drain in order to get XP. I kind of don't want to lose the ones with the extra hit points.
Right.
So 2 and 2. Let's do the archer.
Yeah, if we get rid of a beat now, that's help. That's
all right. So we're gonna do the mage's heroic feat. See what they get. Big number. Yes. Okay. Do we want to use the archer's heroic feat now? I feel like yes, because there's a lot of shields.
Okay.
Then hope for the best on this one. Ah, not the greatest. Okay. So let's have them roll this.
Ooh, I see something.
Very nice. I like that. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. Okay.
Yellow 5.
So we need a collective 10, a yellow 5, increase.
Bump the archer, bump the mage's 4 up to a 5.
True, let's do that. That's 5 now, so we can assign this 5 here. Now we need a collective 10.
6 and 4.
Yes, but we also need some singles. So want to kind of save the black dice, if possible.
I was trying to do that.
Okay.
I guess then
Okay.
2, 3, 5.
Yeah. So we do the 32. Okay. And now we need a collective 9, which we'll do with these blues here. And then we got our 6 here. We've got 6 here. 6 here. We can do the 4 here. And then we'll exchange, we'll exchange this. So we'll do the 3 and the 4. And we'll take that here to make it a black 3 to go like that. There we go. We did it. Sweet. The raving wraith is done. Want to gain back a die? You want to roll, have this magic skill? The archer doesn't have any of this. They have room for more skills.
She only has 1 blue die to try to activate that with.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Or XP. We need 2, 4, 6, 8, 10.
Do you think we're going to actually get all the way through that by the end of this?
I don't know. It'll be 5 out of 10.
And is it worth it? Sure.
Okay.
Let's go on next one.
All right. 1, 3, or 4?
3.
Hit of spikes. Okay, so we've got either climb around, which has the 2 and the 5 we need of any color, plus an additional 6 and 8, or we jump over and have to do all this mess.
We lost our pink die.
We did lose a pink die.
We have 1 fewer pink die this
One
time.
fewer pink die. So do we try for the yellow die?
Yeah,
Do we flee? If we flee, then the mage will get a heroic die.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know if this is valuable. So exchanging a yellow, we would gain a 6 on a heroic die, but we can only use it to cover shields. That's very specific.
If we flee, we get a black die, but it costs us 2 times.
Right now, because we just did.
If we say use the same 2 times for the archer's heroic, we add a black die in
Encounter.
This.
Yeah.
And potentially have blue.
Right.
But would that get us up here?
Yeah. Are you thinking going for the pink?
Maybe. So 3 times.
Yeah. Let's do it. We've got the space to hit.
Love it.
Got the space to take hits. Archer needs to redeem themselves.
Good news.
Okay. Only okay. Come on, mage.
Oh.
Ouch. Okay. Well.
Good luck. Oh.
This is awesome.
Yeah, this is not great.
This is awesome. I'm gonna turn this in just for funsies. Oh, I can't because it's a peril. Oh, snap.
Oh, this is bad.
This is gonna be bad.
We don't have a 5. We can't do this.
Woo. Yeah. We have nothing to roll, to re-roll, or anything.
Our only chance would be drinking a potion.
And re-rolling all our ones. Yep.
But only one person gets to do that, right?
Yep.
So only one of those 2, the archer or the mage,
Let's try it. Let's try it. And we get a black die too. So
That's true.
come on.
Oh, I saw 6.
Come on. Oh.
I still can't do it.
Oh, this hurts. This hurts. Wow. We used the potion for nothing. Okay. Well,
I mean, we could use another potion
try to roll again.
and give it to the archer.
But okay.
Otherwise, I mean, 4 hits and-
That's divided up between both of us, so we'd each take 2. And then we would have a potion that we would heal.
3
Yeah.
of those.
Yeah. What do you want to do?
I don't know.
What do you
Both
wanna do?
choices are bad.
I know. All right, let's have the archer drink the potion. Let's see
pretty
what happens.
risky.
Let's see what happens.
Oh, thank
Okay.
you. Okay.
Okay.
Come on. Yeah. We're gonna take that hit.
Okay. So we got a 2. We got the 5.
Unbelievable.
But we've got enough for these here. Yeah, we're not gonna do well on the dragon. Just saying.
Just calling it?
saying. Yeah. I'll take that. Ugh. Sheesh,
All right.
man.
XP in it?
Yeah, we got to. Ooh, nuts.
We need 2 more XP.
This is nuts.
That was so hard.
Well, it makes sense, right? We're on the
Do we
third.
want to heal then?
We're on the
and
third
get rid
floor of the
all 3
dungeon.
those? We have no more potions.
We have no more potion tokens.
That hurts so bad.
Yep, that's how it happened. And this is only level 1. Holy smokes. Okay.
That's true. Okay.
I know that this combo, I'm learning now, this archer mage combo is not a very good combo. The paladin and the warrior, we did all right. I mean, we made it and we only had a couple more hits on the dragon, but this combo is not happening. Oh, we got the Indy. We got the Indiana Jones boulder going on here.
Jeez.
But it'll give us some more dice and an extra thing, an extra hit point. So we can either run past it, 14, 25, 27,
Right.
or we can try it with our slowing down time and try to do it magically. I think we can do it magically. I think we have better odds magically. So that's just me.
We have 5 dice.
Yeah.
This is brutal.
I mean, it
guess
makes,
these 3 over here are going to be there for so.
yeah,
Okay. What are you thinking?
to slow down time.
All right.
Yep, we're doing this. We need a 6 from you, Archer. That's not a 6. Holy smokes. Come on now.
We're cursed.
None of these are 6s. I need a 6 here. I need a 6 here. That is not a 6.
Well, we have a 5. So we can at least stay on. Do we have 11?
No.
We have exactly 11.
Oh, we do.
So we'll take a hit.
So silly. This is so silly.
This
Ugh.
is what it's good because it's like, oh, you know that, but we want to level up.
Yeah.
But we want more skills. Like,
But we want to do this thing. Yeah.
is it my turn? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why I was.
Okay. You're going to get an extra die and an extra hit point. We need some more dice. Okay.
We need 2 XP.
I think I'm gonna choose us to explore,
Okay. And then we can probably do 1 room.
and then we can do 1 room before it's now or never dragon time.
Oh no, that's it. We take a hit.
No, it's not until we hit 3.
Oh.
So we're staying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Me too.
All right.
Number 1.
Number 1.
Ah! This is insane. Oh my goodness gracious. Well, it's pink dice.
So what happens with time now when there is no time? Oh, that adds on extra ones of those, right?
Yep.
So we don't want to do.
Yep. We have to run through it. Okay. But it'll give us just enough XP to go to level 4.
Okay. Great.
This is great. Everything's gonna be fine. It's gonna be great.
I feel super
Great.
confident about
It's
this.
awesome. It's fine. It's fine. Everything is fine, friends.
Goodness gracious.
But look, we have a 2 that we need. We need a 2. There.
Okay. You can't do that, right?
Oh, undo.
Yeah.
Undo.
Oh, okay.
Just kidding. Gotta skip it. Good thing there's an undo button.
Oh, we got a 6.
Oh, there's a 6. Sweet.
Come on. Come on.
Ouch. Okay, so we got a 2. We got a 5. No, we have to. It's a shield.
No, I mean, look at 6. You gotta do
Oh. But we did this bear trap. We're holding on by the skin of our teeth. Yeah, the archer's gonna take a hit now. But we looted. We're getting some XP.
it. Ooh, we got just enough.
Oh, and we got a potion.
We're going.
Oh, and we get 2 heroic dice. Oh my goodness.
Oh, we're ready. I mean, we gotta go, right? Otherwise
We have to go or we're gonna take another hit, yeah. Dragons. Okay, friends, so how this dragon thing is gonna work is there are shields that we have to obtain first, and then there are sticks with the skulls on them. If we manage to cover these boxes with the skulls on them, it will get a hit to the dragon. The dragon only has 6 hit points total. So theoretically, if we do these twice, we should defeat the dragon. However, we also have these other objectives to obtain first. Yes, YOLO, exactly. That's what like the camel said. We have to just do it.
Go in. Guns blazing.
Guns a-blazing. Okay, so it's asking us if we want to use our potion now, which is healing
Good.
the damage, 3 damage from 1 at the start of a round, or 2 damage anytime. I feel like we can take some hits, so I don't think we need to do the potion yet.
Right. And the potion may be better served with the 1s and 2s.
Yes, so we're not going to use our potion. We're going to roll. I'm going to have each of them roll one of our heroic dice because now we increased our XP. Can I bet on the dragon now? Sure. Put your money on the dragon. You will probably. Okay, here we go.
Big numbers, no wins.
That's terrible. Can we do any better with the archer?
Not really.
Not really. Okay, but we've got some skills we can use. So we could have increased one of our yellow die by 1. We could give the archer a yellow one or a pink one.
Might as well be a yellow one, right? 'Cause it can be added.
Yes. We could also turn in our pink here to try to roll 2 more yellows.
Yeah.
So
Because the pink 2 is.
what would we like to do first? Increase?
Sure.
Okay.
Wait. No. Sorry. Do the pink first so that you have 2 extra yellows.
Oh, good call. Good call. We'll do that.
And we'll see what they
Let's see what it come out to be. Nice.
So do you want to increase that 5
So I
to
can
6?
increase that 5 to a 6 so we can definitely get a hit on the dragon. Oh God. Okay. We're gonna do that and increase this one. Boom.
What do we put in the over-under for like the camel's bet?
Yeah.
How many hits do we have to give it? 11?
No, we have to give it
That's an
6
easy.
total. Yeah. This is collectively 11 for us. So, but currently we would have 2 hits on the dragon. We have a yellow 6 and a blue 6.
Cool. Oh, we're gonna block 2 5s.
Yeah. No.
Potion time?
Yeah. I think you are correct. You are potion. So, okay, so the archer has 4. Oh, and the mage also has 4.
The archer would have 5 if you give it 1.
Okay. Pink or yellow?
Good question.
Okay. Now we're gonna have them drink it. We need big numbers from you.
Come on, Archer.
If you had any sort of care in the world to not get eaten by a dragon, you will roll big now.
Yeah! Okay. That's a little better.
And now they roll another one.
Oh!
It was a 6. Y'all see that? It was a 6.
Cool.
Okay. Well, that's all right because we've got some 5s. We got some things here. So here we go. We're gonna do a pink 5 here. Yes. We're gonna do here. Yes. We got the blue here. 1 hit on the dragon. Got it here. Right? Do we have enough? Let's see. Let's do all our yellows. Let's see what the yellows give us. Yellows are giving us 13. Our blues are giving us, I think, 15. So we could assign what?
So, sorry, finish your thought.
So we could assign the 2 black here to do the 17 and then exchange this for a 1.
Yeah, that's why I threw my arms up.
Okay, sweet.
And we would only take 1 hit and give 2 to the dragon.
Yeah, so we're gonna do our 2 here. We're collectively 17 there, that completes that one. And then I'm gonna use our little exchange thing to exchange. And we're getting a black 1, which just so happens to be exact. Oh, this is crazy. Okay, so we got 2 hits on the dragon. I'll take it on the archer because the archer has more hit points. And that is the first round there, everyone. So they're each gonna roll our heroic dice. Hope for the best. We have no more potions now.
Nope.
We
Ooh, got
need to
some 6s.
roll some big things here.
Need some 5s here.
Okay. Now, do we want to? Okay, so we need some 5s. We only got a 5. Yep, and the archer, their ability doesn't work because we rolled 2 6s, which is awesome. Do I want to?
What if we change a pink 1 and a blue 2
Okay,
to get a black 1
okay,
that you take because you contributed to it?
Okay.
And use that to cut off one.
Okay. So you said the blue 2? The blue 2 and the pink 1. And then they'll take it. And then she'll turn this in here. Let's see for some 5s. Let's go for some 5s. Ooh, Yakmanda's here. Oh my gosh. Oh, this game is great. This game is great fun. Great fun. Okay. However, we could, so we can't do, we'll have to sacrifice one of these 6s, do 5, so we can cover that other 5. Because we have to do these first. Right? Will it be worth it to use that to increase?
Yeah, I mean, it'll help in our group.
To make it 2 or 3? And then do you want to give them, nah.
Okay. Well, we won't know what, I guess, right? So, every little bit helps.
Okay. So unfortunately, we have to exchange one of these yellow 6s. Make it into 5. I know, Mate, you did so well. You did so well, but we must do what we must. We have a swipe at the dragon. Okay, let's assign all of our yellow again. See what we got. Let's assign all of our blue and see what we got. Okay. So currently, if we exchange the yellow, the 2 pinks here, we would get a black 2. Which wouldn't give us enough for either of them. Okay.
We just have to sacrifice
One or the other. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, because I don't think there's anything else we could do.
We start over.
Yeah.
Otherwise, this is it.
So yeah, we have to do those 2 5s. So there's no way around that. We have to do these. There's the shields.
I think we may before growth hitting the dragon and use the yellow stick.
Really? Okay. So if we did here,
We want to live to fight another round.
so that would not give us enough.
So what?
And then the blue, we would have 9 to 11, yep, 13 on blue.
Yeah, so for the blue one, 13.
Yeah. Or wait, if we did, yes, this is 7. 7 and 6 is 13. Yeah. I feel like we would have to do one of the hits. We would have to do one of the hits on the dragon. Yeah. And then we're going to have to do some sort of exchange to get it down to 6, so we divided up 3 and 3. Oh, right. 3 and 3, we're dead.
That's like we've got, if we can do both the 17 and the 16, we'll get back another round.
I don't know if
But
we
I
can.
think we're 1 short. We're like 2 short.
Yeah, because we've used all our things. So if we did 15. Yeah, it's 15. Unless we decide to change these, we will be down to 6. Still not enough. Oh. Okay, so even if we so we do this, slap all of these on here. Seven. Yeah.
Hold it to that back. And put the 2 in. Let us bravely go on to our death.
So terrible.
So hit the dragon.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
As we go out.
That's what I'm gonna do. Okay. So we are gonna. Sorry, folks. This is like you're putting the same dice back, but that's the whole point of this game. You have to kind of calculate what to do. Okay. So I'm going to. It's 10 hits. The dragon's just gonna stab and stab and stab. Dabba dabba doo da. Dabba dabba doo da. We're just gonna do it. Yeah. Jeepers. Yeah. Okay. So what I've learned is the mage and the archer are not a good pairing as far as like starter and like complementary skills, because I feel like having complementary skills, yes, we got wrecked. I feel like complementary skills need to be a thing in this. You know, like having skills that increase your healing abilities.
Like,
yeah.
The mage can give the archer a 1.
Right.
Yeah. The 1 is not 1. Well, the other person had something where they could chuck a worthless yellow or pink and get something else.
Yeah.
So that combo would be really, really great.
Right.
Like, hey, I can give you a 1, and then you can use that 1 to whatever.
Right. Yeah. Click to Camel says this game would piss me off. Yeah, it's one of those, I kind of chalk it up where like the odds are kind of stacked against you, and like you're really subjected to the dice rolling, but then you're also kind of at the whim of what abilities and skills you loot too, I think. When you go in there and it's like you have all the options, right? Of like, I can get another die, or I can get a skill, or I can get this potion, but you only get 1. Like you don't.
And you want all 3.
And you want all 3 things, right? And then, but then you also have to keep aware of like, I have to increase my XP so that I can hold more stuff. So, oh goodness. Excuse me. Excuse me. So yeah, it's one of those. I mean, I know we have defeated the dragon and things too. We have done this in the real life game, but I don't remember which combo of players we used. And I think it was a matter of us like rolling better too. I think we rolled better. I think like level 1 on the first floor, level 1 you can do a lot of stuff. I think we were really good about collecting a lot of things before we went down deeper. And so then we were like, okay, now we got to gain our skills and gain our XPs and then kind of go from there and do that kind of step. But it's hard too when you don't know what you're going to loot. Eclectic Camel said, I think you did as well as you could with what you got. Yeah, thanks.
That's true. We were close.
We were close.
We put 3 hits into those 6 for the dragon.
Right, and I think last week I did 4 out of the 6, so
Yeah.
that was pretty good. Intense music doesn't help, it stresses me out. Yeah. I think that it increases the game experience, so.
And I think, you know, the other thing about those 2 heroic abilities, archers,
Oh, right, the expense of it.
Mages, you either have to explore, which is time.
Yeah.
You do it, but you have to explore.
That's very
or
true.
Or you have to flee, and fleeing means time. So there's a lot of time that's burnt in those.
Oh, sweet, we've got a raid. Oh, Book of Nerds is raiding with a party of 7. Hey, Book of Nerds. Hey, raiders. Thanks for stopping in. We just wrapped up a game of One Deck Dungeon on Steam. I will show you. We unfortunately did not defeat the dragon, but some kind of cool things to show you that. This is so awesome. What were you all playing? Curious to see how your Friday went. So there are some things to note too with the mage and the archer, their abilities and things is you can see there are certain stuff that you can do. Yeah, the dungeon has been defeated. We haven't got that Dragon X yet. And I was also playing with the base game heroes too. There's a Forest of Shadows heroes that adds poison tokens that are also kind of damage hits that you can take. And some of the encounters require poison. Playing red circles and yellow circles. What is that? I'm really curious. What is that game? So yeah, there are certain things too that can make it even more complex, but I think what I'm gonna do for next week is probably do a different tune, a different dungeon, I should say. I'll try the Mudlands this time around and see how that one goes. It's still a level 1. And it says 1 or 2 because normally you play 1 or 2 players, but some of these things are like the Hunter and the Slayer, and these characters down here are from the Forest of Shadows expansion. And then there are, you can see the Fiend, which is also another extra minion that you have to defeat. Oh, I kid. It was Troy Dice. Nice. I've yet to play that one, so it seems pretty cool. So yeah, so this one, I think I'm gonna try the Mudlands next. But yeah, you're really at the whim of the dice when you play this, right? So this is a pretty cool. It's on Steam. I'm thinking about doing it. So our stats right now. So our dragon record, 0 of 4. I think that means 4 and 0. I mean, they won. So, yeah, we did not do very well with our warrior and a paladin. I think we got a little bit better. We got to do some research. If any of you have like thoughts on like certain characters that we should try next time. I was trying to get the ones that had complementary dice. So like the mage had a lot of magic dice, and then the archer kind of had a combo of both the agility and the strength dice. I might pair up ones that are a little more magic focused and a little more agility focused. But as you can see in these first kind of levels, there weren't a lot of objectives that required magic dice. So maybe a mage might not be good to use in these kind of encounters. It might be good to have more of those like fighters and things like that. But yeah, so this is what we were playing today, and we're just gonna wrap up. I think what my thoughts are for these Friday streams is I'll exit here and go back to the top. I think what we're going to do is do some of the same game for like a couple weeks and then switch it up. I also have Istanbul that I want to try out on Steam. I also have some like adventure-y games where you're kind of going through and exploring and doing some puzzles and things like that. But I think I want to stick to one game type for at least a few weeks to kind of get some flavor for you all and interest in playing them online. And then I might switch it up and do some BGA, playing with you all. If anyone is interested in like popping on BGA around this time on Fridays, that could be really cool to just pop in and have some collective community playtime together on BGA for these Friday streams. But we'll see. So far, we are 0-2 on one dungeon. But I'm having fun. I like playing these games where, like I was saying, the odds are kind of stacked against you, and you're kind of going in where you're not really sure how to prepare, but you're going to just do your best and see what happens. So yeah, it reminds me a lot of Elder Sign. If any of you have played Elder Sign, that game is really cool. It's, you know, you're kind of go in knowing that you're not going to do very well. And so, yeah, it's one of those things where you're like, well, I'm just going to hope for the best and cross my fingers that that my investigators don't die. But yeah, so I hope you all had fun. I know it was intense. The music was kind of intense too. Thanks again, you all, for hanging out. And let's see if we've got anybody to raid here. I'm gonna see if we've got somebody we can raid. If anybody has any suggestions on raiding, let me know. I don't think we've got anybody currently. Meeple Grande. Okay, Meeple Grande is currently on. Let's see what they're playing. Thanks, John, for that. See what they are currently playing. And then I will leave you all with them. And yeah, it was a lot of fun, I have to say. I enjoyed it. It's always those tense moments where you're like, what am I doing? I have no idea what's going on. The dragon is going to fool us. We will get fooled and foiled, I should say, not fooled. We will get foiled. So let us go on to Meeple Grande. I wonder if I have them added. I believe I do. Yeah, I believe I do. Meeple Grande. Looks like they are playing one key, possibly. Awesome. Okay. Well, there we are. We are going to start our raid, friends. Make sure to blow up on their emojis and all that fun stuff. Thanks for joining me on this festive Friday. Enjoy the rest of your day, your weekend, whatever you are up to, and I will see you all next week. Bye.